Alright, this is fun, this is exciting, right? I made a video called Leave Your Hair Loss Topic Request for Future Videos in the comment section of this video. So I'm going to go through here and try some out today. We'll start off with a very interesting one that I'm sure a lot of people want to know the answer to. Someone asked me this, quote, "Serious question, when you say no porn, are you also saying no masturbation?" That's the question. My answer is no, I'm not saying that. To me, those are two separate things that only in the course of modern technology have they become one thing in people's minds. To put it in perspective, as far as pornography, what, 1940s, 1950s, magazines like Playboy made it more accessible. And then, what, 40 years later, then the internet comes around to where the last couple of decades, it's just everywhere. It's so easily accessible. But that's been more of a modern phenomenon, that men and boys have had such easy access to it, more so than the rest of the history of the world. So for all of these thousands of years, pornography as we know it didn't exist to the level that it exists, to where it has such a psychological effect on someone. So for me, I don't lump them in the same category. I've been very clear, I'm not one of those no fap people who is all, no, that's not my cause. I have nothing against what they're doing, but for me, they're two separable things. And I think what happens is, as far as the no fap camp, it's asking so much of a person beyond just no pornography. And I think what happens is it keeps young men and men from even making the commitment to no pornography because the other is attached to it. Okay, so with what I'm saying is, I'm saying just get rid of the porn. Let's do that because we can do a more practical thing there, and it's not the same psychological trauma that pornography causes, especially on such young men as they're developing the concept of their identity and their level of confidence. So they're absolutely two separate things. And again, put that in the perspective of the scale of the history of the world. I know that I'm onto something when I say that boys that have been born since the age of the internet are having a much more difficult time, even with pornography being a casual thing. It's so much more addicting now that it is what it is, compared to, I don't know, statues that were in cement or drawings on a cave wall or whatever it was for thousands of years. They're obviously two separate things to me. And that's, again, I don't have a problem with the no fap movement, but I think they're asking so much of men, young men, to say no to both. And I'm saying start somewhere that's a little bit more practical. Get rid of the part that's psychologically traumatizing the way that you look at women and the way of your own confidence. So yes, they're two separate things, though I think a lot of people are not going to agree with what I'm saying because I am so middle of the road on so many things. And I think that throws people off. People think they have to choose one extreme or the other. I'm saying get rid of the porn. That is the fundamental issue. Start there. That's what I say. Thanks for asking.